if I'm buying that way, it gives me a little more leeway to be able to stretch my time out. And so I don't have to buy it today when it's at a more spendy price. I can wait and buy it when it's on sale for 20% off. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Roots and Dirt podcast. There is one more extremely important thing that happens here on our homestead. I don't even know what to call it. You guys tell me what to call that. We don't live on a homestead, but we homestead. So a townstead. It's a townstead. Anyway, there's one more really important thing that happens this time of year while we're preparing to grow a year's worth of produce for our family, and that is stocking our pantry with all of the bulk staples that keep us going throughout the year. Now, I do this restocking twice a year. I do it in the fall going into winter, and I do it in the spring here. And I do it over a 3-month usually period of time, because unless you have an infinite amount of resources, it just doesn't seem quite feasible to do it at one time, right? And so I take stock of everything that I am running low on, and I put those on a list. Highest priority are the things I'm obviously the most out of, and then I work down from there. And so I try to split that up over a few months' time. We order the bulk of our bulk groceries from Azure Standard. Now, I'm not affiliated with Azure Standard other than I love their products. I love that they are a company that I can feel good about ordering from. They do a lot of the vetting for me, although I do vet their products as well. I've started taking a good bit of their supplements, and I've really been enjoying those. So I really like their company. I can put a link below in the description. It's like a referral link. Everybody gets one when you start ordering from them. And so if you start ordering from them, you will also get a referral link that you can give out to your friends and family. But at any rate, I take time this time of year to go through what I am running low on, and I stock up on those. Now, there's 2 reasons why I do that. One, because during the growing season, when we're producing a lot of our produce for the year, the last thing I want to have to think about is going shopping for our basic groceries, right? We cook a ton from scratch. We pretty much cook everything from scratch. We are an ingredient household to our kids' demise sometimes. However, I don't want to be running low and out of those when I am trying to put up things for the winter. So if I'm making jam, I want to make sure I have enough sugar. If I am making soup, I want to make sure that I have enough like cornstarch or flour to thicken it, right? Like different things like that. I am making sure that I am not running low on. I don't want to be out of cumin and garlic powder when I am trying to make salsa, right? And so I take stock of all of my items, and I go and I start purchasing those and filling back up our pantry. So the bulk of the things that we are buying are flours. I do have a grain mill, so we also buy grains. However, my mother-in-law is currently using that most of the time. And for my own sake and sanity, I am mostly just buying flour. And so I have grain as a backup if I do happen to forget to purchase flour. But currently right now, I'm purchasing my flours. I'm also buying my cane sugars from them and my big bulk honey. I purchase local honey and things like that as well. But for my large bulk stuff that I'm baking with and using in large quantities, I am purchasing that through them. We're buying our rice through them, our oats through them. And I'm buying these, when I say I'm buying in bulk, I mean I'm buying 25 pounds to 50 pounds at a time, right? I'm not purchasing like a 10-pound bag of flour. Maybe that's enough if you're a 2-person household. For us, if I bought a 10-pound bag of flour and I'm cooking from scratch, that's lasting me 2 weeks, right? Like that's not going to get me by for very long. If I'm making bread, it lasts way less than that even. So we are buying multiple bags of those things, right? I'm buying 25-pound bags of rice. And you don't have to go through Azure. You can do this through Costco. Maybe you have a local buying club that you can go through that has good quality food that you trust. that you want to source your food through. But just know that those are things that we're purchasing. We're purchasing our bulk spices through them. I'm buying bulk pasta through them, as that's like one of the few processed foods that I buy still is pasta. But I feel good about buying the brands of pasta that I buy from them. Or I really like their brand of pasta, not the whole wheat versions, but the semolina flour versions. I really enjoy those, and I know that I can trust their product. So um, I'm purchasing those things this time of year. I'm buying bulk dates although I do also just grab those at Aldi, but I make my own cashew milk. So I'm buying bulk cashew. And I try to look for those things as they're coming. When I know I need that and it's coming up, I try to buy them in the months that maybe they're on sale, right? If I'm buying that way, it gives me a little more leeway to be able to stretch my time out. And so I don't have to buy it today when it's at a more spendy price. I can wait and buy it when it's on sale for 20% off or whatever the situation might be, right? So this is the time of year when I am thinking through, what do I need on my shelf for canning season? What am I low on? Do I need more jars? Do I need more lids? Do I need more? Who needs more rings? I never need more canning rings. But do I need more freezer bags? Does my vacuum sealer work still? There are so many things that keep my kitchen functioning. I'm buying butter in bulk. I am purchasing bulk cheeses. I love purchasing my cheese in big 5-pound blocks from them and storing it in our fridge. And then we go through cheese so fast that 5-pound block really doesn't last very long. It would never, as long as you're not like eating right off of it, touching it with all your gross stuff, it's not going to go moldy before you use it. Now, if your kid cuts meat and then cuts the cheese with the meat, obviously that's going to go bad. So maybe cut it into smaller blocks if you're not being careful with it. But I'm buying my bulk cheeses, my butters, my all of those types of things I'm getting now. I'm making sure that my kitchen is stocked with all of those staples now, so that when I am in the glut of the vegetables coming in from the garden, I'm not having to run to the grocery store. I literally now have absolutely everything I need to cook a fantastic meal for our family. And again, I am very much a foodie, so I really care about what we eat, and I want that food to taste amazing. I want it to be fantastic, and I don't want running out of something that is such a staple in our pantry to be a hindrance to us being able to fully enjoy our food. So I know this is a really short podcast, but I wanted to make sure that you are aware that this is a very integral part of my planning our gardening season and planning for our year's worth of food. Without this, we would be spending so much more money at the grocery store. And maybe when it's just my husband and I and we don't need as much to feed a bunch of teenagers, then I won't purchase that way as much anymore. But for now, that's what our family needs to do to provide high quality food for our sons and our daughter who's away at school. Even she'll come back and grab different things from the pantry, right? And so I want to make sure that those things are stocked really well. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you'll join me on the next Roots and Dirt podcast, and we'll talk to you later.